Hello everyone, Scooting 007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 5-2 Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the 4-3 Arizona Diamondbacks. This is game 2 of a 3-game series between these two teams. And here is the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Leading off, the shortstop, Rafael Foucault. Batting second, the right fielder, Matt Kemp. Batting third, the left fielder, Andrew Ether. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the second baseman, Jeff Kent. Batting fifth, the first baseman, James Loney. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Andrew Jones. Batting seventh, the catcher, Gary Bennett. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Blake DeWitt. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Chad Billingsley. On the mound for the Diamondbacks, it is Doug Davis. Davis comes into this game with a 7.66 ERA. With no wins, one loss, a 7.66 ERA. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings, allowed 11 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. We're here at Chase Field, which gives a +2 to strikeouts and a -1 to walks. And with that, we're ready to start. Here's the pitch to Rafael. Rafael batting a .333. And that is going to be 4-2. That's going to be a strike. That's a 6. The 9, too high. 4-1, and that's going to be a single past Burns. And Rafael leads off with a base hit. That strategy roll is a 14, and that's going to bring up Matt Kemp. He's batting a .273, infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 4-4. That's a blank. 5-6. Fly ball out there to Young. Out number 1. We have a steal attempt here for Foucault. It's a 1 on the strategy die, so it's going to be a 14, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be a 14. No, it's a 16. And that is an 18, and he gets caught stealing second. Rafael thinks he can beat the pitch. The pitch over to Ether. Sees it. Throws it over to second. And he is out at second. Ether batting a .333. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-6. And that's going to be a base hit for Ether. So Ether is on. And that's going to bring up Jeff Kent. Kent batting a .208. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 16. 4-3 range play. 2-5 ground ball to Drew. Drew's range is on a 1-3. That's a 2. He makes the play. Grabs it at the fringe of the infield. Spins, tosses it over to first base to end the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. And here's the starting lineup for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Leading off, the center fielder, Chris B. Young. Batting second, the left fielder, Eric Burns. Batting third, the second baseman, Orlando Hudson. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Connor Jackson. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Mark Reynolds. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Stephen Drew. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Justin Upman. Batting eighth, the catcher, Chris Schneider. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Doug Davis. On the mound for the Dodgers, it is Chad Billingsley. First time we're seeing him come into the being played. He has a 16 wins, 10 losses, a 3.14 ERA, 202 third innings pitched, 188 hits, 201 strikeouts, and 74 walks. He's ready to go as Chris steps into the box. He's batting at .233. Here's the pitch. 4-2, possible error. 1-5, fly ball out there to Ether. That is an error. Ether's error rating is on a 1 to 9. That's a 3. And that's a one base error as he picks it up and drops it. Dropped that ball out of his glove. So Chris is on with a base hit. Eric Barnes. Barnes is batting a 143. Strategy roll is a 5. Infield at double play depth, 3-6. Strikeout plus. Now on a strikeout plus, we add 10, plus the ballpark factor of 2. We're adding 12. That's a 20. That's a 2. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Orlando Hudson. One away and a runner on first. Orlando Hudson batting a 424. Strategy roll 6. Here's the pitch. 6-2, that's going to be a walk plus. It's the same thing as a strikeout plus where we add 10, but in this case we're adding 9. It's a -1 for the walks. That's a 19. That's a 12. And they walk Hudson. So runners on first and second, that's going to bring up Connor Jackson. Jackson batting a 286. Strategy rolls a 19. Here's the pitch. 2-2, wild pitch. That's a 5. And that will move the runners up 90 feet as Chris is now within scoring position along with Hudson. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 2-1, double star 4, ground ball to Foucault. They're going to try to score. Yes. Are they going to get the out at first? No, they will not try to get the out at first. And the runner heads for home if 1d6 is higher than the BR is out. Otherwise safe. Young will go home. Young scores. Hudson to third. And Jackson is on with a base hit. So the Diamondbacks strike first, and they strike fast like a cobra to get on the board. Runners on the corners now as Mark Reynolds comes up. Reynolds batting a 462, infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch, strategy rolls a 5. The D-bags hold off. The D-backs hold off. 5-3 strikeout. That's a 20. That's a 3. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Stephen Drew. Drew batting a 240. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 16. Nothing going on with strut. 4-5. That's going to be a strike. That's a 10. That's a 10. Struck him out. And nope, we are good with that. We don't need to make any adjustments to the earned run. I just check it just in case. So it's 1 run, no hits, and 1 errors after 1. It's Arizona 1, Dodgers nothing. Go to the top of the second. It's James Loney, Andrew Jones, and Gary Bennett due up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to James Loney. Loney is batting at 240. The pitch. And that is going to be 3-5. That's going to be a strike. That's a 9. That's a 1. Struck him out. All right, next up, it's Andrew Jones. Jones is batting a 174. One away. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-5. That's a strike. That's a 9. The 14 is too high. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. The 14 is in range. That's a 19. That's a 14. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 2. What am I saying? It's a 19 to 14 too high. No. Gary Bennett. First time we're seeing him. Yeah, he's played in 1 game so far. Has had 21 at-bats in his real-life standing. 1 run, 1 RBI, 1 home run. Here's the pitch to Bennett. 3-1, possible error. 1-3, fly ball out there to Young in center field. No error there. Young's error rating is at a 1-2. That's a 6. And that is out number 3. Retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Diamondbacks take care of the Dodgers. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Justin Upton, Chris Schneider, and Doug Davis due up for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch to Upton. Upton batting at 290. And that is going to be 3-4. That's going to be a strike. That's a 16. That's a 4. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Chris Schneider, the catcher, batting a 273. 1 out. Here's the pitch. 6-5. Strikeout. That's a 14. The 17 is too high. 2-4, and that's going to be a base hit out there in the center field. Jones can't get to it in time, and that's going to put Schneider on first. So, runner on first, infield at double play depth, strategy rolls a 4. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Doug Davis. Davis batting a 500. Here's the pitch. 1-5 range play. 4-3 double star 1. That's going to go to Kent. Kent's range is a 1. That's a 6. It's a ground ball to Kent. Kent's range is a 1. That's a 6. He gets on with a base hit. Schneider gets the hold sign, so we have runners on first and second as Davis is on board with a base hit. That one got past Kent. Let's go, and then we go to the top. Now we go to the top of the order. It's Chris Young. Young is 0 for 1 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. Infield at normal depth. It's going to be 4-6, question mark, single to 1-4, 17 too high. 6-4, and that's going to be a single out there to Ether. That's going to load the bases, but let's see, does Schneider get the go-ahead to come around to score? His base run is a 4. And he will go from second to home on a +1. So we add that to his BR rating. That's going to be a 4. And if the roll is greater than or if the roll is less than or equal to, that's a 3. That's a 4. Schneider comes around and scores. One run scored, and it's now 2-0 Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the second. And we bring up Eric Barnes. Barnes is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is at 15. 2-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 7. The 16 is too high. 6-6. Line drive to the shortstop. Runners doubled up. That's going to be a double play. And that leaves one. And I think that leaves one stranded. Yeah, Davis is doubled up at second base. And it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. After 2, it's Arizona 2, Dodgers nothing. Go to the top of the 3rd. It's Blake DeWitt, Chad Billingsley, and Rafael Foucault due up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Blake. Blake is batting a 200. 5-1 blank. 5-2, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Young for out number 1. Chad Billingsley, the pitcher, I think this is the first time. No, he's actually had 1 at bat. Here's the pitch. 4-2, strikeout, 31. That's a 4. Struck him out. 2 outs, so we go to the top of the order. Rafael Foucault, he's 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 6-6, possible error on a throw. And that is going to be 5-4. That is a double. No error there to Young. Young's error rating is at a 1-2. That's an 18. It's a double. Two outs, runner on second. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Matt Kemp. Kemp 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll 13. Here's the pitch. 2-3 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Chase Field. 4-1, double star 2, ground ball to third. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Orlando Hudson, Connor Jackson, and Mark Reynolds due up for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch to Hudson. Hudson walked his last time up. 1-6, strike. 11, 14, too high. 6-1, that's going to be a fly ball out there to Jones in center field for out number 1. Connor Jackson, 0 for 1 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. 3-4, strikeout, 7-19, too high. 2-3, double star 2, fly ball out there to Jones in center field, makes the catch. Mark Reynolds up. Reynolds is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 5-5, strike 20. That's an 8. Struck him out. So the Dodgers give the Diamondbacks a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Very easy inning to score. After 3, it's Diamondbacks 2, Dodgers nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Andrew Ether, Jeff Kent, and James Loney due up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Ether. Ether is 1 for 1 on the day. 3-3, that's going to be a walk. That's a 12. That's a 9, and they walk him. All right, Jeff Kent. Kent is 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll is a 5. Here's the pitch. 2-1, strikeout 10. That's a 9. Struck him out. One out, runner on first, infield at double play depth as James Looney, who's 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Strategy rolls 17, Dodgers holding off. Here's the pitch. 4-1 at the ballpark. 6-5, double star 6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Young. 2 away. Andrew Jones up. Jones is batting on 167. Here's the pitch. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 9. 2-6 range play. 2-4 ground ball to short. That's going to go to Drew. Drew's range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. It gets by him. And Ether will get the hold sign. So the Dodgers now have runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Gary Bennett. Bennett 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 12. And that is going to be 5-3. That's a home run. That's a 17. The 19 too high. 3-1 line drive to Drew. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Stephen Drew, Justin Upton, and Chris Snyder due up for the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch to Drew. Drew is 0 for 1 on the day. 4-6 question mark. Single on a 1-8. That's a 2. That one gets past Bingsley. And the Diamondbacks have 1 on. Justin Upton, 0 for 1, runner on first. Strategy rolls a 12. Here's the pitch. 1-6, that's a strike. That's a 16, that's a 7. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Chris Snyder. Snyder 1 for 1 on the day. Infield at double play depth. It's a hit and run. Here's the pitch. Now on a hit and run, double plays are -2. Base runners get a +2. All home runs and walks are half rounded down. Lineouts are treated as double plays. And if the batter strikes out, it's treated regardless. 1-6, that's a strike. That's a 14, that's a 5. Struck him out. However, we do check for an error, and that is a throwing error. So Drew will go to second. And if error is recorded, Steele, then click below. Bennett's error rating is a 20. That's a 17. And Drew will go to third on a catcher's error as Bennett bobbles the ball. Can't get it off in time. And Drew will go to third. So the Diamondbacks with 2 outs have a runner in scoring position. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Doug Davis. Davis is 1 for 1. Strategy rolls a 14. Here's the pitch. 1-4. That's going to be a strike. That's an 18. The 13 is too high. Struck him out. So the Diamondbacks leave 1 stranded. That's no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. We go after 4. Arizona 2. LA nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Blake DeWitt, Chad Billingsley, and Rafael Foucault due up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Blake. Blake 0 for 1. 2-1, strikeout 9. 3, too high. 3, struck him out. That's going to bring up Chad Billingsley. Billingsley is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-5. That's going to be a strike. That's a 31. That's a 3. Struck him out. 2 outs. We go to the top of the order. Rafael Foucault, 2 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-6. That's a blank. 4-6, double star 3, ground ball to Drew. Out number 3. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Go to the bottom of the 5th. So 1, 2, 3 inning, bottom of the 5th go to the bottom of the 5th for the Diamondbacks. It's Crispy Young, Eric Barnes, and Orlando Hudson due up for Arizona. Chad Billingsley can face 9 more batters. Here's the pitch to Chris. Chris is 1 for 2 on the day. 2-1, hit by pitch. That's a 2. The 4, too high. Chad gives a +1 to hit by pitch. 1-2, double star 3, ground ball to DeWitt. Out number 1. Eric Barnes. Barnes is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-2. That's going to be a walk. That's a 17. That's a 12. And they walk him. Orlando Hudson up. Hudson is 0 for 1 with a walk. We do have a hit and run. So here's the Orlando Hudson, 0 for 1 with a walk. 2-2, wild pitch. That's a 7. That's going to move Eric to second. 4-2, power, hit to Ether. That's a 5. That's a triple. That's a triple out there. Ether going all the way back to the wall. Hudson putting on the speed. Scoring Burns. And the Diamondbacks go up 3-0. So that's going to bring up Connor Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 2. 6-6. Strikeout plus, that's a 17. That's an 11. Struck him out. All right, Mark Reynolds up. Reynolds is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll at 11. And that is going to be 2-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 12. The 19 is too high. 6-4, double star, ground ball to Foucault. And that retires the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to after 5. It's Arizona 3. LA nothing. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Matt Kemp, Andrew Ether, and Jeff Kent due up for the Dodgers. Doug Davis can face 6 more batters before he's tired. And here's the pitch to Kemp. Kemp is 0 for 2 on the day. 1-1 range play at Chase Field. 4-6, that is a ground ball. That's a double star 4. It's a ground ball to Jackson. Jackson's range is on a 1. That's a 6, and that's a base hit, and Kemp leads off with a base hit. And it got by him. So with that, the Dodgers have a runner on base, and that's going to bring up Ether. Ether is 1-for-1 with a walk. Strategy rolls an 11, infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 3-6, that's a hit by pitch. That's a 2, that's a 2. Doug Davis is a -3 that is in range, and he gets hit by the pitch. Umpire warning both of the skippers in both dugouts, and gives a warning to the pitcher as well. Jeff Kent, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls an 8. No outs. 1-5 blank. 6-2 line drive to third. Reynolds picks that up and holds the runners at first and second. 1 out with runners on first and second. That's going to bring up James Loney. Loney is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 5. Here's the pitch. 1-5 blank. 6-6. That's going to be a single to Upton. Kemp is going to come around and score. Kemp scores he has a base run of 5. He'll go from 2 to home with a +1. Kemp scores. Ether will go to third. And with that, the Dodgers finally get on the board and make it a 2-run game now. Cut the lead down to 2. All right, infield at double play, infield at normal depth as Andrew Jones comes up. Strategy rolls a 14. Here's the pitch. 2-2. That's going to be a walk. That's a 27. That's a 10. And they walk him. All right, they're going to go out there and talk to him on the mound. We do have a mound visit. They're going to call time and go speak to him on the mound. All right. Calm him down a little bit. Discuss a little bit of strategy. Infield at normal depth. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Bennett. Bennett 0 for 2. 6-3 strike. It's a 2. The 20 is too high. 1-3 fly ball to Young. That's a failed sacrifice roll. Bennett's SF roll is a 0. However, it is a 6. The lead runner advances. So Ether will come home to score on that. It's 2-3 now. And Loney, nothing happens. No runner advances there. Base run is a 0. So the runner holds. So it's 2-3 now, Arizona. Doug Davis tired. But here's the pitch. It's a strategy rolls a 10. They're gonna leave him in. Needs 1 more out to get out of the inning. Blake DeWitt up. DeWitt 6-1. Strike. That's a 9. That's a 5. Struck him out. And he minimizes the damage. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Stephen Drew, Justin Upton, and Chris Schneider due up for the Diamondbacks. All right, Stephen Drew is 1 for 2. Here is the pitch. 5-4. And that's a base hit. So infield going into double play depth. Strategy rolls a 12. Here's the pitch to Upton. Upton is 0 for 2. 2-2 wild pitch. That's a 2. And that's going to move Drew up to second. All right, here's the pitch to the response. 1-2, double star. Fly ball out there to Jones. Drew will hold. I believe that is Bingham's second wild pitch of the game. Let's take a quick look. It's his third wild pitch of the game. Chris Snyder up. Snyder is 1 for 2. Strikeout and a run scored. 1-6 strike. That's a 14. That's an 8. Struck him out. And here's Doug Davis, who's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 1. 2-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 0. That's a 1. Nothing there for Doug to walk. 4-2 line ground ball back to Billingsley. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 6, it's Arizona 3, LA 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Chad Billingsley, Rafael Foucault, and Matt Kemp due up. So Arizona making that call to the bullpen. Doug Davis is done for the game. Chad Billings, it's a right, switch right coming up. And they are going to bring in Brandon Metters to pitch. Metters comes into the game with a 4.50 ERA. 2 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Doug Davis. Davis went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 5.05. So here's the pitch. They're gonna not let Chad take the hit. Instead, they're gonna bring in Juan Perry to pinch hit. Perry is coming in with an 0.77 average, 4.6 blank. 3-6 fly ball to Upton, out number 1. We go to the top of the order. Rafael Foucault, 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 15 to 16. That's too high. 6-1. That's going to be a double. As the Dodgers lead, as Rafael gets on with a double. That's his second double of the game. Matt Kemp is up. Kemp is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 5-2 range play. 1-1, single out there to Young. Young's range is at a 1 to 4. That's a 6. Can't get to it in time. Foucault gets the hold sign as the stop sign goes up, and the Dodgers have runners on the corners. All right. Andrew Ether up, infield coming in to double play depth. Strategy rolls a 16. Here's the pitch. 6-6. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 21. That's a 4. And they load the bases. All right, bases are loaded, and that's going to bring up Jeff Kent. Here's the pitch. Kent 0 for 3 on the day. 1-5, that's a walk. 5-18, too high. 1-4, double star 6. Fly ball out there to Upton. And that is a failed SF roll. And that we're going to use the throw chart. That is a 6. So Foucault will advance. And that is going to put the stop sign up for Kent. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Lead runner advances. The ball cut off. Showing runners caught in a rundown. And that is a 6, and the runner gets tagged at second. And that's going to be a force out. And that... And Singh take me out to the ball game. All right, Dodgers going to their bullpen. We have a right switch coming up. And they're going to bring in Jason Johnson. It's first time we're seeing Johnson. He has 1 win, 2 losses, a 5.22 ERA, 29 1/3 innings pitched, 32 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 9 walks. Taking a look here at the stats for Chen Billingsley, he did go 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts in the game, 3 wild pitches, an ERA of a 3.0. Taking a look at the box score, as we normally do after 6.5 innings had been played. OA came back in that 7th inning to tie the game up at 3. Arizona scored in the 1st, the 2nd, and in the 5th. OA scored in the 6th and the 7th. LA with 3 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Arizona, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And a force out at 3rd with 1 left on. Go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Crispy Young, Eric Burns, and Orlando Hudson due up with the Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch to Chris. 6-1. Home run. That's an 11. That's a 2. And that ball is gone. Chris Young, a solo home run to lead off the 7th inning. Ether goes back to chase it, but can't get to it. And the Diamondbacks take the lead. It's 4-3 on a solo home run by Crispy Young. That's going to bring up Eric Barnes. Barnes is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. 4-3, that's going to be a blank. 3-3, fly ball out there to Ether. Out number 1. Orlando Hudson up. Hudson is 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-2. Home run chance on a 1-4. The 19 is too high. 4-6, and that is going to be a double. And it hops off the wall. Hudson gets on with a double, and that's going to bring up Connor Jackson. Jackson, 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 8. 6-5 range play. 4-2, and that's going to be a single. Foucault's ranges on a 1-3. That's a 2. That's a successful catch. And he holds Hudson at second. And that 2 away runner on second. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Mark Reynolds. Reynolds, 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 19. 2-4. Home run. That's a 14. That's a 13. And that's a kiss that ball good night. 2-run home run from Mike Reynolds as that ball is gone into the upper decks. He smacks a home run into the upper decks here at Chase Field, and it's now 6-3 on a 2-run home run by Mark Reynolds. All right, they're going to go out and talk to Johnson on the field, on the mound. We do have a little bit of a mound visit going on. Trying to calm him down after letting him just score 3, giving up 3 runs. All right. Umpire calls them all back. Stephen Drew up. Drew, 2 for 3. Here's the pitch. 5-5. That's a blank. 1-5, fly ball out there to ether, and that is out number 3. That retires the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. After 7, it's Arizona 6, Los Angeles 3. Go to the top of the 8th. It's James Loney, Andrew Drew, and Gary Bennett due up for the Diamondbacks. That's going to do it for Brandon Metters. Metters is being pulled. They want to set this up for a save. And they are going to bring in We're going to bring in Jalen. We're going to bring in Jalen. Yeah. Jalen, no wins and no losses. Has a 4.82 ERA. He's pitched 9 1/3 innings. Allowed 9 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. So we'll see how he does. Here, we're going to take a look at the stats here for Brandon. Brandon went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6.0 ERA. All right, here's the pitch. Top of the 8th, it's going to be Lonely, Jones, and Bennett due up 1-2. That's a strike. 9-13 is too high. 2-6, fly ball out there to Young. And that's out number 1. Andrew Jones up. Jones is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 1-6 range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Chase Field. 1-2, single to Young. Young's range is on a 1-4. That's a 6. That's a base hit, as Young can't get to it in time. Doesn't have it, and it's a base hit for Jones. All right, infield at double play depth as Gary Bennett comes up. Bennett is 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI. They're going to let him take a hit. Here's the pitch. 3-1 range play. 4-5 ground ball to Jackson. And that is going to be a base hit. Doesn't have it. Drew will go over to third as he advances to third on a 2-6. All right, infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch to Blake. Blake is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. 5-6 hit by pitch. That's a 15. He gives a +10. And he loads the bases. That's going to bring up Jason Jackson, the pitcher. They're going to let him take a hit. They are letting him hit. We do have the bases loaded, so we'll see what he can do. 5-1 possible error. 2-6 fly ball to Upton. Upton's error range is at a 1-14. That's a 13. No, and that is an error. One base error as Upton drops the ball. And it's now 14-6. They're going to go out there. They are not happy with how Jalen progressed. They thought it would be a quick inning. It's a switch right and right. They're going to bring in Brandon. Nope, they want to keep him. So they're going to bring in Doug Slayton to come in. Slayton pitched 3 innings, allowed 1 hit, no strikeouts, 1 walk. He is going to come in with the bases loaded. For Jalen, he went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and 1 hit by pitch, ERA of a 30. All right, here's the pitch to Raphael. Raphael is 3 for 4. That's going to be 3-5. That's going to be a blank. 5-6, double star. Fly ball out there to Barnes. No sacrifice fly play. However, the lead runner is thrown out. So with that, Barnes throws it to home. The play at the plate is thrown out at home. And that retires the side. One run, 2 hits, and 1 error as they tried to get a run scored at home. But the play said nope. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Justin Upton, Chris Schneider, and Doug Slayton due up for the Diamondbacks. They're going to leave Jason Johnson in. He can face 4 more batters, so he's still good. However, a few changes to the lineup. Their second baseman Kent is going to come out, and they're going to bring in Chin Lee Hu to take over at second base. That's the only play that they're making there. All right, here's the pitch to Justin Upton. Upton is 0 for 3. 4-1 strike. That's a 16. That's a 2. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Chris Snyder. Snyder 1 for 3. The pitch. 5-6 strikeout. That's a 14. That's an 11. Struck him out. Doug Slayton are not going to let him take a hit. They're going to bring in Alex Romeo to pinch hit for the pitcher. Alex Romeo batting a .500 as he comes into the game as a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-5 strike. 10. That's a 10. Struck him out. And that retires the side. Does Nope, they're going to bring in Brandon Lyon for the save. They are in a save situation, so Brandon Lyon's going to come in. Has pitched one. Comes into the game with an 18 ERA. He's pitched 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, no strikeouts, no walks. Going for this. We are in a save situation here. We go to as after 8. It's Arizona 6, LA 4. So we head into the 9th inning. Will the Diamondbacks keep the lead and win the game? Or can the Dodgers rally back and take the lead here in the 9th? We'll find out. Let's take a look at the box score real quick of the game after 8 innings had been played. LA came back to score another run in the 8th inning to cut that lead down to 2. Arizona holding the lead with a 2-run lead here in the top half of the 9th inning. It's LA right now. The Dodgers on 4 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. Arizona 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. 3 errors committed by both teams, in total by both teams. Here's the pitch to Kemp. Oh yeah, before we get to resolving that play, Doug Slayton went 2/3 of an inning, had nothing across the board there, and no ERA. So it's 5-2 range play. 1-2 power hit to Barnes. That's a 16. That's going to be a triple. Range is on a 1-3. That's a 4. And the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position. That's going to bring up Andrew Ether. Ether 1 for 1 on the day with 2 walks and a run scored. 2-3 home run chance on a 1-6. The 7 is too high. 1-2. That's going to be a single past Young. And that's going to be in for a hit. Ether is on base, and that's going to bring in a run. It's 5-6. So infield at normal depth, we do have a sacrifice play coming up. Here's the pitch to who is 0 for 0, 2-5 strike, and that is a successful sacrifice bunt. We have a pickoff attempt. Lauren does not pick anyone off, but it's 1 out and a runner on second. Here's the pitch to Lonely. He's 1 for 4 on the day. 1-2 blank. 3-5 fly ball to Young. Out number 2, and the Dodgers are down to the last out. All right, here's the pitch to Jones. Jones is 2 for 3. 1-4. Strikeout plus. That's a 29. That's a 1. And he gets him with a slow ball. Struck him out. And the Diamondbacks hold on to a 6-5 victory at home. The Arizona Diamondbacks defeat the Los Angeles Dodgers 6-5. Final line score coming right up. So the Arizona Diamondbacks hold on to win the game at home against the Los Angeles Dodgers, taking Game 2 of this 3-game series. Brandon Metters gets the win, Jason Johnson picks up the loss, and Brandon Lyon picks up his first win. In the home run department, Chris Young, that's his second home run of the replay. Mark Reynolds, that's his 5th home run of the replay. Take a look here at the stats. It's going to be Brandon Meadows with the win. He went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, an ERA of a 6.0. Jason Johnson picked up the loss. He went 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, gave up 2 home runs, 13.50. And Brandon Lyon gets the save with 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, a 13.50 ERA. So the final score, it's Los Angeles 5 runs and 12 hits with 2 errors, and the Arizona Diamondbacks on 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. That's going to do it for us here at Chase Field. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to know more when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Scooney007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.